All right, guys, so I'm going to teach you how to set up your notebook. So on the front of your notebook, go ahead and put your name. This is pre-calculus and whatever year it is. Actually, before we go to that, you're going to pick up your first unit pages. And what you want to do is you can use scissors, but it just takes way too long. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to use a ruler. All right, so line up your pages like that. Take your ruler. You'll notice about halfway will be a page number. To the left, to the right of that page, so put it right in the middle. You're going to grab one sheet. I'm going to do it with one for now just because you're starting. Apply pressure on your left hand. You notice two fingers right here, one thumb here. Pick up with your right hand, the left hand side, the corner. And you're going to bring the corner to this hand and slowly pull down. Applying pressure here, okay? Slowly pull down. See that? Slowly pull down. Make sure there's pressure on both hands, and that's how you cut paper. It's very, very fast. I'll do another one slowly. So that's page 1 and 2 right behind each other. All right, I'll go to the next page, and I'll do, this time I'm going to take 2 sheets. Okay, and as you get good, you can take a lot of more sheets, but I'll just do 2 sheets. All right, again, line up your ruler in the middle of the page. It's right after the page number. Just don't cut any writing out. Grab right hand side, the corner, put pressure on your whole hand on this ruler so it doesn't move. Take that, bring it towards you, right? There's pressure here. Bring it towards you, slowly tear it. Okay, and again, arrange the page numbers because they are in order. So they go 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, do it again. I got 2 more left, so I'll just do it all at once. Again, middle of the page, after the page number. Pressure on your hand on these 2 fingers and this thumb right here. Grab the right hand corner, bring it towards you. And this time I'm going to do it a little bit faster so I can show you how fast it is. So bring it towards you and you see it's done. But in the beginning, do it slowly because it takes you a second to kind of figure out how to do that. Again, line up the pages so that they're in order. So once you have your pages cut, we are going to put them in this notebook. All right, so we're going to open our notebook. You're going to leave 3 pages for the table of contents, but for right now, you're going to pause this video and copy this down. So pause the video and copy that down. Okay, then we're going to leave 3 pages. So 1, 2, 3. 3 pages for the table of contents. So notice this is unit 1. Unit 1 actually has 2 parts. I'm just going to do the first part right now. So 3 pages. Then after 3 pages, after your table of contents, you'll notice a title page. So we're going to always have a title page before we actually start working. So what's the title of this page? Unit 1, Modeling with Piecewise and Rational Functions. And notice that it's the same title in your table of contents because you use a table of contents to find your work. So after 3 pages, Unit 1, Modeling with Piecewise and Rational Functions, pause the video, copy that down. All right, so once you've copied that down, on the very next page, you're going to go halfway. Now you can count how many lines these are, but nobody has time for that. About halfway, you're going to write piecewise, and you're going to box it off and color it in. Okay, piecewise, box it off and color it in. Ignore this. I was using this to kind of estimate. All right, so right here on my next page, you're just halfway. You can estimate about halfway, write piecewise. Then what I want you to do is take that page and slowly move it this way. Okay, slowly move it this way. This way you can keep track. Then I want you to count 1, 2, 3 lines, box it off, and color it in. Then I want you to take the next page. So after you do that one, take the next page, slowly do this, fold it and move it just so you can see. And where this ended is where you're going to start your next box, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3 and box that in. After you've done that, you're going to take that page. You're going to move it ever so slightly. Again, fold it so you can see. Where it ends, you're going to count, you're going to start your next one, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3. All right, once you're done with that, you'll take that page, again, slowly fold it in. Okay, once you fold it in, where it ends is where you start the next one, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3. After that, you're gonna take this page, fold it just a little bit. And again, where it ends, instead of counting 1, 2, 3, now you're gonna have, this is the second part of rational. So you're gonna actually color from where it ends is the beginning all the way to the bottom. And that will catch you up with the first part. Once you have done that, we are going to go ahead and stick our papers in. Now, a couple of things. So right after the cover page, so this is a cover page, right after the cover page, you will put page 1 and 2. So it's usually double pages. You will stick page 1 and 2. Now, when you go to stick these in, you need to make sure the one on the right never passes the margin over here, because if it does, you'll end up cutting it. The one on the left never passes this margin over here, because again, you will end up cutting it. So when you stick it in, do not stick it like this. Always stick it in like this. If you are using this kind of glue, you're simply going to glue every single thing together. Put glue everywhere like that. Again, when you stick it in, when you're on the left, stay away from this margin. And I'm just going to line it up and stick it in like that. All right, if you are using the liquid glue, be very careful because this stuff is like really strong. If you're using the liquid glue, all I do, and honestly, I can even do it here. I put 4 dots kind of like this, because I know the page is going to fill that up, and I rub it in a little bit like this, like that, and maybe a little zigzag in the middle. Very, very little glue. Then I take my page and I line up. Again, do not cross this margin right here. And I stick it in. All right, so again, this margin and this margin do not cross. Then you're going to go to your next page. On your next page, you're going to take the next 2 pages. So if you're using, and I'll use the liquid glue from here on out because it's a little bit faster. Again, stay away from this margin, and it's already got the dot from the previous page, so I'm actually just going to do it on that. Dot, 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 little squiggly line, very light, and then move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around. All right, next page goes there. Stay away from the margin on the left. Glued. All right, so again, same thing here on the next page. 4 dots, 4 little dots, little dots, and then a squiggly line in the middle. Kind of move it around, disperse it a little bit, disperse it. This time I'm not putting more glue, I'm just dispersing the glue that's already there. And then again, stay away from the margin on the right. So line it up, not like this, but like that, away from the margin on the right. And I'm just lining it up. Okay, on the very next page, you're going to repeat that same process until you run out of pages. So it's this whole first part is going to be 2 to a page. So this time I put it on the paper, my bad. Maybe on the paper you can see what I mean. Move this glue, this blotch, so that it, it's less dense, I guess. Right, so less dense. And then stick it on. Away from the margin. Do not cross this red line. These ones in the middle don't matter. All right, so again, it was faster to do it like this. So dot, 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 squiggly line in the middle. Disperse the glue, not put more glue. This is disperse the glue. And next page. Stay away from this margin. Do not cross the red line. All right. Next 2 pages. Same exact thing. So dot, 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 line in the middle. Disperse the glue so that your paper is not saturated because it'll wet your paper. Matter of fact, I'm going to do all of it. Boom, 4 dots so it can be faster. Disperse the glue. All right, I'm going to stick the next 2 pages away from this margin right here. Away from this margin right here. So again, this middle doesn't matter, just away from the ends. All right, last couple of pages. So actually that was faster to do. So dot, 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 squiggly line, dot, 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 squiggly line. Again, stay away from the margins. Disperse the glue. and then stick the next 2 pages in order. So this is 9 and 10. Stay away from this margin. All right, once we've stuck everything in, I'm just gonna close the book to kind of apply a little pressure to make sure it's stuck, maybe give it a couple of minutes. And then we're gonna go in and put in our titles should match our tabs. All right, so these are called tabs right here, and you'll see why. So I'm gonna go to after piecewise, which is page 3. Okay, this is page 3 right here. The title should be piecewise functions, and it's from graphs and also from words. So if I come here, parent fractions and transformations, absolute functions as piecewise functions, right from graphs, right? That's writing. Okay, this is what this is, writing from graphs and words, right from graphs and words in context. So this is page 3 and 4, which is page 3 and 4. So we're gonna match this to the tab. So we're gonna write right from graphs / context. All right, so this tab right here, we're gonna write the table of contents, which says right from graphs / you can say words like here, or you can say context. Doesn't matter. I'll say words. Okay. And you'll notice that tab matches these titles. If it does not, you have done something wrong. I'm going to go to the next tab. It's graphing step functions. So again, I'm going to come to my table of contents. So graph from equations and context. So graph from, this must be equations and this must be contents. So that's what I'm going to write. Graph from equation and context, page 5 and 6. So I'm going to write graph from equations and context, or you can say words. So equations and words. All right, so my next page, which is page 7 and 8. 7 and 8, they're 2 different titles. So one is characteristics, one is introduction to limits. So I'm going to name this characteristics. I'm tripping, y'all. Characteristic, and the other one is limits. I'll put one on the top and one on the bottom. Okay. Then the last 2 pages is a summary. It's putting the learning together of everything piecewise. So I'm just going to write right here. This is a piecewise summary. And you're going to see why this is important in a while. Once you're sure you have lined up, and only then do you cut the paper. So I'm going to show you how to cut the paper as well. All right, so starting with your cover page, and the cover page is always going to be cut the same way. So again, ruler makes everything fast, so learn how to use this ruler instead of scissors, because trust me, ain't nobody got time to sit there with scissors. Ruler is faster. So pick up one page, the unit, the cover page. Take your ruler, where the margin is, where the red line is, right there. Apply pressure to the top and to the bottom using your left hand. Then take your right hand, and just like the papers, you're going to grab the corner, and you're going to pull the corner towards the ruler ever so slowly. So I'm going to do this one slowly because you're just learning how to use this ruler. Ever so slowly, pull it to the ruler, to the ruler, to the ruler, and down. And notice, as soon as you do that, your tab appears. All right, so your tabs are already sectioned out. So now you're going to go to the next page. Piecewise, you're going to cut it right here at the bottom of piecewise. So you put your ruler this way, grab the bottom of the page, right? And you're going to lean it towards the ruler, apply pressure on your ruler. So lean it towards the ruler, only to right here where the color stops. Then you're going to cut all the way down. So again, line up your ruler in a straight line, apply pressure, grab the top right, pull it towards the ruler, and I'm going to do this slowly so you can see, and just cut it all the way down. Pull it towards the ruler, pull it towards the ruler. As soon as you do that, you see a tab appears, and you're going to see it appear more, I guess. All right, we're going to do the same thing over and over. It might be easier for you to kind of turn the book, apply pressure, line it up, pull it towards the ruler to where the line ends. Maybe turn the book over again. and we're gonna cut out whatever is not tabbed. So all of this. So again, straight line, pressure, pull it towards the ruler. And now I'm gonna kind of speed it up because we've done a couple, and you should see a tab up here. Next page, same thing. So line up, cut it to the margin. Right now I'm gonna do it a little faster, and all the way down. You see it's a lot faster than scissors. Okay, so I'll do that again. Do it the next page. So every time you cut it, a tab should appear. I go to the next page. All right, so I'm gonna do this again slow. Put pressure on your ruler all the time, lean towards your ruler and cut. Line up your ruler all the way down along the margin, okay? And slowly pull it towards you see I'm pulling towards the ruler all the way down. As soon as you do that, if you make a mistake like this because you didn't put enough pressure, just again, cut it again, pull the thing towards yourself. All right, one last one, I think. All right, we're in the piecewise summary one. Again, cut it to the margin and all the way down. All right, what that's gonna do is create tabs for your book. So this is what your book should look like. You have in unit 1, 2 things, piecewise and rational functions. So we're modeling with functions, piecewise and rational. First section is piecewise, second section is rational. So when I open the piecewise tab, what will I see? How to write from graphs, how to graph from equations, characteristics, limits, and a summary. When I open the rational, so this is all piecewise, right? The bottom of this, that's piecewise. When I open the rational side, I'll see whatever we make for rational. And that's how you create your notebook with tabs. This makes it very easy to find information on a test because you have a table of contents, and as well as to get to the work, it's organized by tabs. So you just pull the tab and flip the page. Nice and simple. All right, so that's the first section of unit 1, and we will do the second one in a later video.